Look at that, huh? Violence erupts at white nationalist rally, and if we look at the confirmed deaths on what actually happened, here's a video of what actually happened. So they're having their little protest, right? Let's get to the front. A car comes in, starts hitting people. Look at that. Look, every now and then the alt-right and Antifa have these sorts of protests and rallies at like places, and they're having these protests and rallies. I mean, this particular one is to have this the statue of some sort of Confederate general up. My personal opinion on that is whatever. Keep the statue up. I don't really care. But this is a bloody statue, right? It's not something to kill people over. That's what I'm trying to say. And yet they're saying a white nationalist ran over an Antifa member. Look, if you're just tuning in, let me show this again. Just ran over the person right there. Look, I'm just trying to enjoy my day, right? I'm not, I'm not trying to do my taxes, right? I pay my taxes one step at a time, I'm trying to live life to its fullest, I got bills to pay, I got people to feed. I don't have time for any of this, right? So when I watch this stupid riot, this stupid protest going on, I just have to ask myself, A, where's the police presence? And B, why is this occurring? I mean, why in the hell do we have protests on behalf of a statue where people are literally dying during the protest? Like, someone literally died. Like, if you want to know my personal thoughts on the alt-right and Antifa, I personally think the alt-right and Antifa are a bunch of violent, degenerate people. I don't think they represent anything besides identity politics and violence. And if that's your shtick, like if that's what you want to do, that's fine. You can live your life like that, but take that somewhere else. Like, build your own little ethno-state somewhere else. Do your own little communist protest somewhere else. Don't be on our backyards. Don't be on our streets. Don't be protesting. Don't be rioting. Don't be causing violence. The vast majority of people don't want to be involved in your stupid little protest for a fucking statue. We all just want to live our lives in peace, and look what happens. Someone actually dies. If you're going to go out and you're going to kill people and you're going to inflict violence, regardless of who you are, whether you're right-wing or left-wing, if you're part of the alt-right or you're part of the alt-left or you're Antifa or whatever, if you start committing violence against people, you are my enemy, and you don't belong in this country. You could go do that somewhere else. You don't do that on my streets. That's just my personal opinion. And again, I think the alt-right stand for identity politics and violence. I think Antifa and those radical leftist groups stand for identity politics and violence. And right now, they're proving me right. They're proving me right that they're full of people who are violent. I believe Antifa killed someone during the Berkeley riots. And right now, a white nationalist just ran over an Antifa member and killed that person. I think, you want to watch the video again? Some crazy white nationalist just runs over people. I just it's not worth it. Like, it's just a stupid statue of a Confederate soldier. It's not worth protesting against. It's not worth protesting for. And it's certainly not worth killing someone over. And apparently someone died because of this. Again, like, if you're just tuning in, at the Charlottesville protest, in regards to the Confederate statue being taken down, alt-right and white nationalist members were gathering to support the statue being put up there, and Antifa and like radical communist and socialist groups were protesting against the alt-right and white nationalists. God bless, whatever. And during that protest, a white nationalist member got into his car and started running over Antifa people. Again, you know what my deal is with the alt-right. I don't like the alt-right because the alt-right represents identity politics, and if that's how you want to live your life, if you want to live your life through racial identity politics, that's fine. That's fine, but don't be violent. But apparently, the Antifa and the alt-right have proved me right, that they represent nothing but identity politics and violence. And We've seen it firsthand. I mean, prove me wrong. Prove me that you're not a bunch of degenerate people who believe in racial identity politics and like, but in an orderly fashion. Like, you're not Jared Taylor. You're not Richard Spencer. The vast majority of the people who are part of these groups are people who just want to start shit. Every time they have this fucking protest, that's what happens. Violence happens. Every time, it's just a bunch of fucking degenerate pieces of shit. That's what happens. And you know what? If that's what you represent, fine, but go do that somewhere else. I'm JayFayza for Liberal.media. Thanks for watching. Play that video one more goddamn time, just for people to know. One more goddamn time. Fucking disgraceful.